Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Utilize iContact's Social Media Tools to Meet Your Marketing Needs webinar. My name is India, and I'm the Product Services Trainer at iContact, and I'll be your instructor today. I'd like to go over today's agenda with you to give you an idea of what you can expect to take away from this particular presentation. So today's agenda will include a review of iContact's social media marketing tool, and I'll explain the benefits of using social media marketing. During the demo, I'll show you how to integrate your social accounts with iContact and how to add a sign-up form to your Facebook page, as well as how to create, schedule, and track your social post. I'll also show you how to promote an email message to social media. Then I'll share with you some tips to remember when using the social tool, as well as additional services and support iContact offers. So you may have joined this webinar to find out more about iContact's social media marketing tool. This tool allows you to keep in touch with your contacts and help grow your business with some of the most popular social networks. You have the ability to post messages through iContact directly to the social networks, and it's a great way to help build your customer base. Then you may be asking, why use it, or what is the value of social media marketing? The value is being able to share your best promotions, news, and events in more places. You can also strengthen customer service by responding to your customers' questions and concerns quickly. By posting to the social networks, this allows your customers to respond to your post by either liking the post, sharing the post to their family and friends, or by adding a comment. You can then go back and respond to your customers' comments. You're able to find out what your customers like about your business by tracking which of your links they click and which posts start conversations. Using the social tool, you're also able to build trust with your customers and inject personality into your product or brand. Some things that you can do with iContact's social tool include posting messages, links, and photos directly to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn without actually sending a message to your list. You also have the ability to schedule your social media posts so that they're sent in the future. You can track the results, the number of likes, comments, retweets. You can also create Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn posts to promote your most recent email message. You can add a sign-up form to your Facebook page to turn your friends and fans into email subscribers too. You can add social media sharing buttons to your messages so your subscribers can promote your messages for you. You get to add the Facebook like button, the Twitter tweet button, the Google Plus and LinkedIn share buttons, which allows your customers to share the information with their family and their friends. So now that you've heard a little bit about what the tool is and why you should use it, let's switch on over to the demo account where we'll begin with just a brief overview of the home page before we get started. As you can see, I'm logged into iContact. When you first log in, you'll be directed to the home page. On the home page, there are 5 tabs. The first is the Home tab. Then we have the Contacts tab. This is where you go to upload and manage your contact list. The Email tab is where you create and send messages to your list. And the Social tab, which is where we'll be working from today, is where you can post directly to the social networks through iContact. And then we have the Reports tab, which is where you'll find tracking data for all messages sent through iContact. Also on the home page, you'll see that there are several panels. I'm not going to go over each panel today, but I would like to point out the Social panel. The Social panel shows you the last message you posted to your social accounts through iContact, along with the tracking data for that post. Initially, this panel will be blank until you start generating posts. I also want to quickly draw your attention to the footer of the application. No matter where you are in iContact, this footer will always be available with links to learn more about our applications, to connect with our company, discover the latest about our application, and stay up to date with our email marketing policies. I always suggest to customers to please take the time to read over our policies and procedures. Knowing this information will help you maintain a healthy iContact account. We then have a link to the help system, to contact support, and there's a feedback link. Back up at the top, there's another link to the help system, and if you click on the link, you'll see that it reveals a pop-up. Within that pop-up, there are 3 additional tabs: the Search Help tab, where you can enter a keyword or phrase, and the system will generate all articles related to that keyword or phrase. Then we have the Browse Resources tab, where you'll find links to our live and recorded webinars, as well as our video tutorials. And then you have a link to contact support. We're available Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time via email, phone, or live chat. Now, before you upload your first list or try to send out that first message or make a social post, you want to make sure your account is properly configured. The account settings is where you do that. Here, you should go through each link and make sure to add the necessary information. Now, I'm not going to go over the steps of configuring your account settings in today's webinar, but if you need assistance with that, feel free to consult the help system, contact support, or view our video tutorials and our other webinars. So let's just say we've updated all information except the social media settings. On the social media settings page is where you want to integrate each social account. Keep in mind, it is not necessary to integrate all accounts to use this tool. You may not have a Twitter page set up just yet, and that's fine. Feel free to integrate with Facebook and LinkedIn, and come back later and integrate with Twitter. There are a few tips I want to share with you just to make sure you're successful in this integration process. The first thing I'll advise is that you log out of any instance of Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn within the same browser. The best way to do this is to open a new tab and go to that social page. Once you go to that social page, you'll be able to quickly see if you're logged in or not. If you are logged in, you'll want to go ahead and just quickly log out or sign out. The reason I suggest that is simply because whenever you click the Enable button, if there is a live or active session running within the same browser, our system will attempt to connect or integrate with that account, which may or may not be the account you're wishing to integrate. I would do the same for Twitter and LinkedIn just to make sure you have a clean, fresh integration. Another thing I want to advise you of is when integrating with Facebook, you're going to be asked to supply the credentials for your personal profile. However, that does not mean you'll only be able to post to your personal profile. The way that Facebook works is that it associates a personal profile with any business or fan pages managed by that profile. So although you'll be integrating using your personal credentials, and you'll see your name listed there next to current Facebook user account, under the social tool is where you'll actually make the selection of what page or what profile you'd like to post content to at that particular time. So we're going to take each integration one by one. Starting with Facebook, we'll click Enable, and when we do, a pop-up will appear. Now, if you have pop-ups disabled, you want to make sure you enable them so that you'll see the screen. Here, you'll enter your personal credentials for Facebook, and then you'll click Login. Once you click Login, a series of 3 statements will appear on your screen. These are Facebook's terms and conditions, and you'll want to make sure you click OK in order to successfully integrate your iContact and Facebook accounts. If you click Cancel or Skip, the integration will not be successful. So we'll click OK once, we'll click OK again, and one last time. Then you'll see that the current Facebook user account matches the profile of the credentials that you entered. If for some reason you connected with the wrong account, click Disable, be sure that you're signed out, and try the process again. Next, we'll go to Twitter. We'll click Enable and then click Continue, and we'll be taken to Twitter's login screen. Enter the credentials for the correct Twitter account and click Authorize App. You'll be redirected back to iContact, where you'll want to verify that you connected with the right Twitter user account. Finally, we'll click Enable for LinkedIn. The same screen will appear. We'll click OK or Continue. LinkedIn's login screen will appear. We'll click Allow Access. You'll be redirected back to iContact, where you also want to just make sure that you've connected with the correct user account. While we're here, I want to just go ahead and stress that LinkedIn integration is for the purposes of posting to a personal LinkedIn profile or any groups that you may be associated with through your personal LinkedIn profile. So if you do have a business or company LinkedIn page, you would not be able to integrate or post to those types of pages. The last thing to determine here on the social media settings page is if you want to continue to enable the social media share bar. So you may be asking, what is that? Well, the social media share bar is one that is seen at the top of the web version of any of your emails. The web version may be viewed by people who are not able to see the HTML version if you include such verbiage at the top of your emails and they're able to click a link that takes them to the web version of your email. The web version is hosted by iContact, and if you have the social media share bar enabled, this is what they would see across the top. It gives them the ability to like your message on their Facebook page, as well as share with LinkedIn and Google+, as well as tweet your message on their Twitter wall. If they click the plus sign, they'll not only be able to print and email your newsletter or your email message, but they also be able to share with all of these different networks that they may be connected with. So if you want your news to spread as far and wide as possible, it would be wise to keep this social media share bar enabled. However, if you would like to disable it, this is where you do that. So now that we have enabled all of our social media settings, we're ready to go on over to the social tool. The social tool is where you can post directly to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Now that we've integrated our accounts, we won't be prompted to enter our username and password. We'll simply toggle back and forth from one account to the other to be able to post. So we'll start with Facebook. If you want to post to Facebook, you would click the F for Facebook, and then you would choose the Facebook page that you want to post to. So here, as promised, you'd have access to not only your personal profile, but any business or fan pages that you manage. Once you make the selection as to which page you want to post to, then you'll be able to enter your message. So we'll type a message that we want to post to our Facebook Sunshine Travel page. Once you type your message, you can also choose to add a link. Clicking on the link icon reveals a field where you can type the URL. Once you type the URL, click Add. Once the system adds the link title will appear as well as the link description. You can choose to have no image associated with this link, but if you uncheck the box, you have the ability to change the image. Once you click Change Image, if there are any images associated with that link, you'd be able to choose from them, or you can change the image to one that's in your image library, or upload an image from your computer. You can also choose an image from the web that you may have hosted on another site. We're going to go ahead and choose an image from the image library that we've already stored in iContact. Once we've created our message, added a link, and decided if we want an image or not, here to the right, we can choose whether or not we want statistics to be tracked for this post. The default is set to track links because we do assume that you probably want us to show you the data of how many likes, comments, and clicks on links. Under Show Advanced Settings, you're able to associate this particular social post to a sender property that you may have created ahead of time. You can also give the post a name. This name is used to organize your post. We recommend that you use a unique name for each post. Once you've completed your post, you can decide to post immediately, or you can schedule the post for later. If you choose to schedule the post for later, keep in mind that it will post in Eastern Time. So if you do live in a different time zone, you will need to make the necessary adjustments. We're going to go ahead and post immediately to Facebook. You'll get a message to the far right on the bottom that the post was successful. Once the post is successful, you'll see a date and time stamp, as well as the contents of the post under the posted column. Under Actions, you can choose to copy this message for another post in the future. You can delete the message as well. Keep in mind that deleting the post here does not actually delete it in Facebook. If you'd like to delete the post in Facebook, you would have to go to Facebook and do that separately. You can also view the post in Facebook to see how it appears on your Facebook page. Once you've made your post, you can start to see the data of how many likes, comments, and clicks were generated from this post. Keep in mind that this data is updated roughly every 15 minutes, so it is not actually in real time. Now that I've shown you how to post in Facebook, let's switch on over to Twitter. Now, Twitter is a little different because you're only allowed to post 140 characters. So you're limited as to what you can enter as your tweet. However, there is a countdown, so it does let you know how many characters you have left. Now, at this point, I'm going to use the copy feature. So I'm going to go to the last thing that I tweeted, and I'm going to select Actions and Copy. This takes a copy of that last message and places it into draft mode, where I can edit it and then choose to repost it. So I'm just going to make a couple of edits here just by changing the expiration date for this coupon or this sale that we're having. And I'm going to change the picture. Once again, you can choose whether or not you want links to be tracked, as well as associate the post with a sender property and change the name of the post by giving it a unique name. Let's go ahead and schedule this post to send out later. When you click schedule, of course, you can choose the date and time, but once again, if you are not in the Eastern Time Zone, you'll need to make the necessary adjustments for the time. Scheduling your post also allows you to make that post go live when your followers or your readers are more likely to see and engage in that post. So we've scheduled that post to go out tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Once you schedule your post, it goes to the schedule column. You'll be able to see when that post will go live, and from the actions menu, you'll be able to move it back to drafts, which will cancel the scheduled post. Then you can choose to reschedule it, or you can post immediately. Just like Facebook, you can choose to delete it, but remember, you'd also have to delete it in Twitter if you do not want that post to appear any longer. And finally, we have LinkedIn. As I mentioned, posting to LinkedIn, you're able to post to your personal profile as well as to any groups that you may be connected with through your LinkedIn profile. So you would choose where you want this post to go and then enter your message. Let's go to the drafts folder. The drafts folder is where you can save any message that you're not ready to post just yet. You can always come back and edit the post, make any changes that are needed, and once again, choosing whether or not you want your links to be tracked, choosing a sender property, and giving the post a unique name. Once you've chosen where you want it to post and made the contents of your post, you can choose to post immediately or schedule the post for later. And again, from the Actions drop-down menu, you can choose to copy, delete, or view the post in LinkedIn. So that's how to use the social tool. Now, we do have a feature that also allows you to promote your newsletter on your social pages. This is done in the form of a link that our system will generate and place on those social pages. When you have visitors to your page, they can click on that link and see the web-based version of your email. So let's go to the email tab and let's go to a message that's in our drafts folder, and we're gonna go ahead and proceed to send that message. So we've got this message that we've created and we're really excited about it, and we want to send it to our list of contacts, but we also want to promote it on our social pages. Not everyone who follows you on Twitter or who are friends with you on Facebook or in LinkedIn are email subscribers of yours, but this tool can entice them to read your newsletters that you share with your subscribers and perhaps have them become subscribers of yours as well, and perhaps convert them into customers. So here are the options to do that. Once you've selected your list or segments that you want to send to, below you'll see the social media options. You have the ability to post to Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. You can choose 1, 2, or all of them. Each one has different settings, but Facebook and LinkedIn's are pretty similar. So I'm going to open both of those at the same time so that you can see what you're required to do and other things that you can add. So the required items here are a link title and link description. The link title will default as the subject line of the message that you're sending to everyone in their inboxes. You're certainly more than welcome to change that or keep it. LinkedIn also requires a link title and link description. Feel free to copy and paste the same information from one social page to another. Now, we don't assume that you want to use the same language, so we do give you the ability to type different information. Other options are to include a message. This message will entice people to read the web version of your email. It's not required, but for Facebook you have 420 characters worth of text that you can enter here, and for LinkedIn you have 660. So I'm going to copy the same link title from Facebook just to make it easier and paste it into LinkedIn. For a link description, I may just tell them to read our latest newsletter. Once again, I can copy this information and paste it over into the other setting. Your other options for Facebook and LinkedIn is to choose a link image. This will be the image that will be associated with the link title and the link description. When you click select image, you can choose from your image library or from your computer. If you see a red circle with a line through it, that lets you know that the image dimensions are not suitable for Facebook. So you'd have to use another image. For LinkedIn, I'm going to choose the same image. And once again, you have the option of including a message, but it is not required. The other thing you want to just be sure of with Facebook and LinkedIn is that you choose where you want this link to post to. Right down here at the bottom is where you make that choice. So you can choose to post to your personal profile or any fan pages or business pages that you manage. So make sure you select the right one. As well, for LinkedIn, the drop-down menu allows you to choose your personal profile or any groups that you're connected with via your personal profile. The last option is Twitter. Save Twitter for last because you have the least amount of options here. Everyone knows that Twitter only allows 140 characters. The reason why you're only able to enter 117 here is because iContact is going to use the rest of those characters to create the link that visitors to your Twitter page will click to see the web-based version of your email. So I'm just going to use the same link title that I used with Facebook and LinkedIn as my tweet. Notice that you're not able to add a picture or any other information for Twitter. So once you've made your selections, you're able to click Proceed to Send. Just like when you're sending any regular message, you'll be asked to certify with your initials that all recipients have granted their permission to be sent this email. Then, just like any other message, you can choose to deliver immediately or schedule the send for later. Keeping in mind, just like a post and a regular message, if you schedule the delivery, it will be in Eastern Time format, so you just want to make the necessary time adjustments. We're going to choose to go ahead and deliver this immediately, and the message will be queued up to send out. When this message sends out, not only will it go to the subscribers that we're sending to, but it's also going to post on the social page with the content that I've included. So now let's go to each social page and take a look at what we've done. We're going to start with Facebook, and we're just going to go to Flo Fargo's profile, and we're going to go to find her Sunshine Travel page. So we're going to use Facebook as Sunshine Travel. And here is the social post that we made using iContact's social tool. And above that is what we've just posted, which is a link to the web-based version of our wonderful newsletter. So when visitors come to Flo Fargo's Sunshine Travel page, they can click this link and see the web version of the email that everyone else received in their inboxes. Now we'll go to Twitter. If we scroll down here, we'll see the tweet that we just chose to have posted on this Twitter page. Remember, we scheduled the post from the socials tool, so we won't be able to see that until that actually goes live. But visitors that come to our page will be able to click the link and see the web version of the email that was sent to everyone in their inboxes. And finally, let's go to LinkedIn. We'll go ahead and sign in. And by clicking on updates, we'll be able to see everything that we've done recently. So here's the post that we made using the social tool. And here's the link that we had posted on our profile. When people visit our LinkedIn profile, they'll be able to click on that link and see the web-based version of the email. So that's how to use the social tool to promote your email newsletter. The last thing I want to show you is how to create a sign-up form for your Facebook fan page. Before I do that though, it's important to know that you must have a fan page or business page in order to use the sign-up form. If you don't have one yet, it's very easy to do. If you go to Facebook, you'll be able to determine if you have If you go to your Facebook profile and you don't already have a business or a fan page, you can easily create one. You simply go to the drop-down menu here and click Create a Page. Then you can choose the type of page you want to create and follow the instructions for getting that page set up. Once you've got that page set up, you're ready to go back to iContact and create your sign-up form. To create your sign-up form, you want to go to the Contacts tab. Under the sub-menu here, you'll see Sign-up Forms. You'll click that link. And today we're going to create a sign-up form for the Sunshine Travel Facebook page. That starts with clicking Create a Facebook Form. Now, because we've already integrated the social media settings, the system has already recognized the user account as well as the available fan pages. Since we've already done that, all we need to do is choose the page that we want this sign-up form to be hosted on. Now, if you don't see the page you're looking for, you would need to click here to enable a new page. Since this is the page we want, we're ready to go forward and enter text that will describe the sign-up form to visitors. So we may just want to let people know what type of messages they'll be sent and how often they'll be sent. Once we've entered our description, we'll click Next. And then we're asked to choose a style. Choose a border color, a background color, and a font color. When you click on the square, you'll be able to select the color you like, or you can also enter the RGB code for that particular color. Next, you'll want to give the sign-up form a name. This is for your reference, so you can name it whatever you'd like, but just make sure you're specific enough, especially if you're creating multiple Facebook sign-up forms. Then you want to choose a list to add or invite your contacts to. Any list that you've currently created in iContact will show as options. You can choose one, several, or all of the lists that you have in your account. Keep in mind, if you select multiple lists, the people who sign up to the list using this form will be added as multiple subscribers in your account. That's fine, but you just want to make sure you stay within your subscriber limit. So we're going to add these contacts to the potential customers list. Next, you'll want to choose the fields that you want to be added to the sign-up form. The only required field is the email field, so it's grayed out and you cannot unselect it. Everything else is completely up to you. I would advise that you only add fields that you really need on your sign-up form. So we're going to add the first and last name field, city and state, and if you have any custom fields you've added, you can add those as well. Next, you get to change the order that the fields appear on the sign-up form. I would suggest keeping the email field first, simply because that is required information. You also get to change the caption of the field name if needed. Next, you can choose the type of entry, whether text box, text entry, drop down, radio buttons, or checkboxes. Then you can choose to require the field. If you absolutely need the information, you need to collect that data from your subscribers, go ahead and check the required box. Keep in mind though, that you want to make sure that you really need that information, because if someone does not enter that data, they will get an error screen. Once you've made those selections, you'll go ahead and click Save. After you have saved your sign-up form will now be available on your fan page. So let's go check it out. We're going to use Facebook as Sunshine Travel, and we're going to check to see the sign-up form. It will be listed under apps, and you'll see Join Email List. When visitors come to your Facebook page and click that link, they'll see this sign-up form. Now, there are a few things that you can do to enhance that sign-up form or to make it stand out a little bit more. And you can play around with the settings of the app. And I suggest that you do that if you'd like by clicking on Settings, Apps, and then you can click Edit Settings. This allows you to give the tab a customized image, as well as give the tab a customized name. So instead of saying Join Email List, you can type in some different verbiage and it will appear there instead. You can also choose to highlight the fact that you have a new sign-up form by entering it as a post, either directly on Facebook or using your social tool. That way people will know to look under apps to click the link to find and sign up for your newsletter. And that is how you add a sign-up form to your Facebook fan page. This concludes the demo, and I'd like to go ahead and leave you with some tips to remember when using iContact's social media tools. First, you want to make sure you've added a business page to your Facebook account before attempting to create a sign-up form. You also want to make sure your social media settings are enabled. Remember that all scheduled posts are set to Eastern Time. Also remember that Twitter only allows 140 characters per tweet with the link included. And remember that LinkedIn integration is for personal profiles. I also like to just remind you that iContact does offer email marketing services for everyone, whether you're a small business in need of an easy and affordable solution, or if you're growing your business and you need more robust features such as landing pages and workflows. We even have an award-winning integration with Salesforce for businesses who wish to send email directly within their Salesforce accounts in a fully native manner. To learn more about these solutions, visit iContact.com/solutions. I also want to make you aware that iContact offers additional options to help you increase your subscribers, improve your campaign results, and grow your business. All Premier Services accounts receive an assigned strategic advisor and advanced product features. We offer custom Premier Service plans for senders of all sizes. To learn more, you can contact our Premier Services team at 866-775-4254 or email us at sales@icontact.com. You can also visit us at icontact.com/solutions/premier. As a customer of iContact, you have 24-hour access to the online help system where you can search topics, view the video tutorial library and other guides, and listen to our recorded webinars and sign up for our live sessions. You can also contact our customer support team by phone, email, or live chat Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a great day, and thanks for choosing iContact. Goodbye.